Hello students, welcome you again. This is a series of lectures covering NCERT textbook, focusing on CBSE syllabus. The aim of this series is very primary but very important to build the base of the student. Voluntarily I am taking this initiative for my school students as well as other students of my city and country. So be in touch. This is the 9th lecture in the series. Very helpful. So again I continue with the concept of electric field, but now through new tool, that is electric field line, new concept. So electric field line concept was first invented by the Faraday to explain the magnetic field. At that time he called it lines of force. But lines of force is a bit misleading because force word is there. This is better to call electric field lines or say magnetic field lines. Electric field lines are pictorial representation of electric field around a charge. These are imaginary lines. So what is electric field line? This is an imaginary curve, and this is drawn scientifically in such a way that if you draw a tangent at any point of electric field line, you will get the direction of electric field at that point. And this curve is not just a free hand curve. This is scientifically drawn curve. See, suppose this is an electric field line. I draw a tangent at this point. This is red line, dotted line with arrow is the tangent, and this is giving the direction of electric field at this point where my cursor is moving on line, this point. If you take another point at here, tangent will move in this direction. Direction of tangent will be different. So concept is so perfect that direction of electric field is 100% accurate. So what is electric field line? Electric field line is an imaginary curve along which a positive test charge moves. Now what is test charge? Test charge is vanishingly infinitely small charge which does not alter the field produced by the source charge. So such test charge, when placed in the electric field, it moves because it experiences either force of repulsion or force of attraction, and this is free to move. So the direction along which this positive test charge moves when it is free to move, that direction, that path along which this positive test charge moves is electric field line. And this is an imaginary curve. Remember this. We are just using concept of electric field line to understand more about the electric field. What is first property? Now see first property. Electric field lines of single positive charge radially outward. If we place a positive source charge and place positive test charge in that field, what will happen? Positive test charge will experience a force of repulsion. A test charge will move away from the source charge. Now see in the picture this animation. See again, plus Q is the positive source charge. See, electric field lines are moving out because positive test charge is moving away. If I place positive test charge here where my cursor is, what will happen? Positive test charge move along a straight line, and this line is electric field line, the path traced by the positive test charge. Now imagine if I place negative Q charge and I place a positive test charge somewhere within the electric field, this will move towards the negative charge. Force of attraction is there, and during that the path travelled by the positive charge will become the electric field line due to the negative charge. See, now see, let us see. See, electric field lines are moving towards the negative charge. They are inward, and in both the cases we see that there is spherical symmetry. I have discussed spherical symmetry in detail in my previous lectures. Property of electric field lines continues. Now we have studied electric field lines for single charge. Now pair of the charge. First pair is unlike charges. Two unlike charges having equal magnitude but polarity is opposite are placed. See what is the pattern of the electric field. This is first positive charge placed at this point, negative charge placed at this point. Electric field lines will originate because if I place positive test charge here, this positive test charge will move towards the negative test charge. But see what the path positive test charge adopt. Now here this path will not be a straight line. This is sure. In some cases it may appear. At some point it may appear, but path is not now straight as in case of single charge. So see what type of this type of pattern of electric field is there. Now I take a point P on this. This is a point P. Remember, this is not a charge, a point. And I draw tangent at this point along the direction of field line. This tangent gives the direction of electric field at this point. Now take another case when two equal positive charge, equal in magnitude, equal in polarity are placed like this. See, once again see, this is the pattern of electric field lines. The direction along which positive test charge is moving, that becomes the electric field line. If I place positive test charge here, this will follow this path. If I place somewhere here, follow this path. So pattern is different. If I take a point on this and draw a tangent, see here, I have taken a point P and tangent. This tangent gives you the electric field at this point. So what is the importance of electric field lines? Electric field lines giving a view, overall view of the electric field surrounded to a charge or system of charge, even giving direction of electric field at any point. Even more, let us move further. So what we have seen, electric field lines start from positive and ends at the negative. And in case of single charge, they start from the positive and at infinity. And in case of negative charge, they start from infinity and at the charge. But in combination of the charges, they start from positive and terminate at negative. So what is in charge-free region? Charges are placed at particular point and surrounding area is charge-free region. But remember that area or region around the charge is not electric field free zone region. Charge free but not electric field. The region around any source charge or pair of charge or multiple charges is not electric field free but charge free. It means electric field lines are continuous curves They do not break in between their journey. If they start from positive, they are bound to terminate at negative. They will not stop somewhere in between or some break and then they will start. No, they are continuous curve. It means at each and every point there is electric field surrounded to the source charge or system of the charge field. And by observing the pattern, we see that they never intersect. Two electric field lines never intersect. Suppose they intersect. Let us first draw two electric field lines. One is black, one is red. This is the point of intersection. And we draw tangent at this point. We get two tangents. One along black, one along red. This is the tangent for this electric field line at this point. This is the tangent for this black electric field line at this point. Now what is the result? We see there are two electric fields at same point. So this is not possible that at one point two net fields are there. Only one field can be there. So this result does not support our hypothesis that they may intersect. So let us correct this hypothesis. What is correct? The statement of they never intersect each other. Again, properties of electric field continues. I wish to discuss each and every point. These slides are notes as well as lecture. Combination of both. And in background there is NCERT book, textbook. You correlate with point to point. This discussion is taking place. Students, if you follow these lecture series, you need not to worry about the covering of NCERT textbook. I am covering each and every aspect, numerical, theory, concept, everything. So let us move further. What is another point? Electric field lines are not closed loops. Because if electric field line start from the positive, this is bound to terminate at negative. This will not again start from negative and terminate at positive. No closed path. Start from the positive, terminate at the negative, that's all. They are not closed loop. And this statement is exactly in support of this theory that electric field is conservative in the nature. We will discuss this point in coming lectures. Why this is conservative. Electric field line can never start and end on the same charge. Again same thing, they do not form closed loop. If they start from positive, they will not terminate on the same positive charge. They will terminate on another charge. Because electric field lines are not closed loop. Electric field lines also give us an indication of the equipotential surfaces. Now see, potential is another property of the charge, static charge. We will discuss in next chapter. So now see, electric field line is a beautiful concept which gives many information, clears many concepts about the electric field, and one more thing, that it gives idea about the potential, electric potential also, and also tells us about the equipotential surfaces. For your information, equipotential surfaces are those surfaces in electric field on each and every point of such surfaces potential is constant. Such surfaces are equipotential surfaces. Electric field lines always flow from higher potential to lower potential. So these 2 points are related with the electric potential. Now they travel from higher potential to lower potential. This is another point. Electric field lines always begin on positive charge and terminate on a negative charge, and do not start or stop in between. They never intersect. These are the properties we have discussed already. Now new, if they are closer, if their density with respect to the area is high, the area where density of electric field line is high, it means electric field strength is very high. And if density of the field lines spread out very low, electric field lines spread out, it means in that area electric field intensity is weak. So electric field lines gives idea about the strength of the electric field intensity also. Properties of electric field continues. I wish to discuss each and every property. Electric field lines contract lengthwise. They are like a spring. If you stretch the spring contract lengthwise. This is the manifestation of the property that unlike charges attract each other. And they repel laterally away from each other. Laterally. This is a manifestation of this property that like charges repel each other. So their repulsion laterally or their stretch longitudinally, both are related with property of attraction and repulsion. And one more important property, electric field lines are always perpendicular to the surface having the charge. Any charged surface, electric field lines will be perpendicular. Either they will originate perpendicularly or terminate perpendicularly. See this case. This is a metallic block charged with positive charge. How the electric fields are originating from the surface outwardly. And see, they are not inside this metallic block. They are outside. Electric field intensity is E. Take some irregular surface like this, negatively charged. Electric field lines will terminate on this surface coming from infinity, but they terminate perpendicularly. See, all lines are terminating perpendicularly to the surface. E is the electric field intensity. So, electric field lines can pass through an insulator, but they cannot pass through a metal or conductor. See, they are not passing through. See, in this case, means both are conductors. What does it mean? It means that there is no field inside the conductor. If you charge the conductor, whole of the charge will remain on the surface. Electric field intensity is zero. And this phenomena is called electrostatic shielding. And it is always advised that during thunderstorm or lightning, remain inside the car, remain inside the bus, because whole of the charge which strike the body of the car or bus will remain on the surface. Electric field intensity will be zero. Person will be safe inside the car or bus or metallic surface. But in case of an insulator, this is not true. There is always some field inside the insulator. So this is very interesting that different materials behave differently. We have studied behavior of conductor insulators with charges, now behavior of conductor insulator with electric field lines. Now non-uniform electric field. See, this is an example of non-uniform electric field. How? Non-uniform means electric field intensity is a vector quantity having magnitude as well as direction. Now see in points which lie on this electric field line. all electric field intensity of all points is same direction. But still we are saying that this is non-uniform electric field. Why? Because magnitude is different. The point closer to the charge will have higher magnitude of the electric field, and points far away from the charge will have lower magnitude of but direction is same. So this is a non-uniform. Here direction is same on these points which lie on same line, but magnitude is different. But in this case, if we consider 2 points, one on this line, one on this line, but at same distance, so their magnitude is same but their direction is different. So non-uniform magnetic field is a field in which either magnitude or direction or both are different on each and every point of the field. That is, vector E is not constant. Vector E is not constant means sometimes magnitude is not constant, direction is same. Sometimes direction is not constant, magnitude is same, and at some points both magnitude and direction changes. See another case of negative charge, same concept, non-uniform magnetic field. This is also a non-uniform magnetic field. When we place two equal charges, again pattern is non-uniform electric field. See one point P. Here electric field intensity is along this tangent. This is the electric field. But suppose I take another point somewhere here where my cursor is moving. This is another point. And here direction of electric field is upward along this dotted line. Compare both the electric field. Compare this and this. Both are different. Direction is different. Magnitude will also be different. If any one of either magnitude or direction is different, it means non-uniform electric field. See? Now take another case. One positive and one negative charge of equal magnitude placed. This is the pattern of electric field. This is again non-uniform. Now consider this point. We draw a tangent along this direction. This is the direction of electric field at this point. Take another point here. Draw a tangent. We draw a tangent. Now see, electric field is in this direction at this point. In both the cases, electric field intensity is different in direction, but it appears both the points are somewhere equal. Magnitude may be equal, I can't say. So as far as direction is concerned, they are non-uniform, both electric fields. As far as direction is concerned, both electric fields are not same, direction is different. So this is a case of non-uniform electric field. So all these 5 cases are cases of non-uniform electric field. This will be an example of non-uniform electric field. So what will be uniform electric field? See, we can create uniform electric field by placing two charge plates. This is one charge plate having positive Q charge. This is metallic charge plate. Another charge plate, metallic charge plate with minus Q charge. Charge in equal magnitude. See what will happen. Electric field lines will originate from positive plate and terminate at negative plate. Now see what is the pattern of electric field lines. They are parallel and their separation is also equal. They are equally separated from each other. So if I place any charge anywhere in this region, will experience same thing. If I place positive charge, this will experience force along the direction of field. If I place negative charge, it will experience force opposite to the electric field. F1 is the force on charge, which is positive, and direction of F1 is from left to right. F2 is force on negative Q charge, and its direction is from right to left. F1 and F2 are equal in magnitude, see, but opposite in direction. So here F1 vector is equal to minus F2 vector. So if you place charge anywhere in this region, will experience same force. For example, if you place positive charge at any place, at any point in this region, will experience same force. Same force means magnitude as well as direction will be same, left to right. If you place negative charge in this region, magnitude and direction will be same at every point. Magnitude will be Q into E and direction will be right to left. This is uniform electric field. Let us understand graphically also, both non-uniform and uniform. Let us first understand the case of uniform electric field. For this we take two axes, x and y, and we take electric field on y-axis and distance on x-axis. This is the graph. Because vector E is constant, electric field is independent of the distance. Graph is parallel to the x-axis, that is parallel to the r. Second case of non-uniform electric field, E varies with r square. See, we take two axes, E and r square, E on y-axis, r square on x-axis, we draw a graph. This is a graph, and this will terminate or touch the x-axis at infinity. Why this is graph? This is curve. We have already understood this graph in previous lectures. Here E is inversely proportional to r square. So students, today I have tried to explain electric field through the concept of electric field lines. We continue with lectures. You need not to worry about the syllabus. NCERT textbook will be covered thoroughly and with conceptualized approach. So be in touch, keep watching my lectures, subscribe my channel, like videos, share videos. Till next lecture, thank you very much. Take care.